You know, the election is almost over and the campaign has been pretty vigorous, but there's one question that no one asked Justin Trudeau that I think would have been very interesting. It's also interesting that he wasn't asked the question. Now, you'll recall that Trudeau has called for the legalization of marijuana.
I'm actually not in favor of decriminalizing cannabis. I'm in favor of legalizing it, tax and regulate.
And he has repeatedly admitted that he smokes pot, and he's done so even since becoming an MP.
I'm in favor of legalizing it.
5 or 6 times in my life that I've taken a puff.
Of protecting our children from marijuana.
So yes, 5 or 6 times in my life. That the continued prohibition of marijuana, that's a lot of smoking. I've never done it except with people I know and trust.
Okay, now you can oppose this or support it. That's not my point today. My point is, wouldn't simple journalistic curiosity, wouldn't basic journalistic inquisitiveness ask, how did you buy the marijuana? I mean, Trudeau obviously thinks it's no big deal to smoke pot, fine. So how does a lawmaker go about breaking the law? And maybe it's not a good law, maybe we should repeal the law, but still, think like a journalist here. How did Trudeau get his pot? As in, who was his drug dealer? Did he go to the drug dealer, or did the dealer come to him? At his house? Or in Parliament itself? Are you not curious? I mean, even if you think it's all trivial and non-controversial, aren't you just curious how a would-be Prime Minister gets his drugs? I am. I mean, put aside, again, whether you're for or against it, how does he get his pot? Does he have his dealer on speed dial, or is his dealer a friend maybe even a staffer? And that's my second question. Who did he smoke it with? He said he smokes marijuana with friends. Okay, does that mean at home with his wife, or at the office with staff? I don't know, with old buddies, with new buddies, with the interns? I don't know. Are you not curious? The man who would be Prime Minister says he smokes pot, has done it since becoming an MP, and likes to smoke with friends. Okay, so who? Trudeau's the one who brought this all up. He brings up pot all the time, so he's not shy about it. It's obviously not too personal to ask him about. Why hasn't a single reporter asked him? Especially reporters who themselves love marijuana. Even iffy publications like Vice.com or the Huffington Post, the cool kids. Why didn't they ask? I'm joking. I know why. They're surely curious about the answers, just like I am, but they know that for millions of Canadians, especially new Canadians, I know Chinese Canadians, Sikh Canadians, traditional people, soccer moms worried about their kids getting hooked on drugs, people who aren't as cool and as hip and with it as Trudeau, they won't find the answers quite as amusing or hip. They'll be appalled. I think it would be a riveting story from Trudeau's point of view, or maybe from his drug dealer's point of view. Wouldn't that be a hell of a story? But the media party won't write that story because they're protecting Trudeau, at least until the election's over. For TheRebel.media, I'm Ezra Levant.